Yeah, hi, I'm Paul Archer. Welcome to my 5-minute impact. Today, I want to talk to you about coaching and using AI. So I'm going to use the whiteboard for this one. So let's pop across over there, shall we? Now, the topic today is about sales coaching. So if you're in the market to managing people, looking after advisors, professional people, any kind of salespeople, you probably do a bit of coaching as well. So what I want to do is how to use AI in coaching, in sales coaching, what we used to call the old field visits. Remember, we used to go into the field to visit people and watch them. Now, the old way that we used to do it is, I guess, well, it's still available, but it's not really productive. So my sort of description of the old way is you'd have yourself there. Let's put you in there for you, doing your thing. There you are, there's you, the sales manager. They put a bit of hair on you as well. And you're doing sales coaching with the advisor. What did you used to do? Well, the client, of course, would be with the advisor. You'd be watching them. You'd be giving them information. There you go. And you'd be watching and observing. You might be recording the call if it's on the phone or video, or you might be actually watching the client and the advisor doing their thing. So it's quite time consuming in that respect. And what you would do, of course, is you would observe them, watch them, and then you'd have some kind of checklist probably. What would life be without a checklist, which would have all the observable skills and competencies that you'd be looking for as well. And once, of course, you've observed them and you've watched them, what you would then do is you would then go over to the next stage over here, and here you are again, behind the scenes, looking very intelligent, of course. What you'd be doing now is you'd be judging the advisor, the salesperson. You'd be assessing them to see how well they're doing. And that's hard to do that. You know, your experience comes into it there, your ability to judge people. As I said to you, you'll have your processes, you'll have your checklists and your various ways of assessing people and judging them. And then, of course, you'd make a decision, wouldn't you? You'd make a decision, and what you would then do is you then go on the next stage where you give them feedback, which is always the issue, isn't it? Especially when you've got a grizzled, experienced salesperson advisor there. You've got to feedback how they did. And what you're doing there is you're wanting it to be motivational. You want them to take away some action plans. Good sales managers would always have the T bar there, wouldn't they, with the plus and the minus. Loads and loads of positive things you'll be giving them feedback on. You know, lots and lots of great stuff to make them feel good. And then good advisors, good salespeople would only be giving one or two pieces of development, and you do it using spam techniques and stuff like that. And then obviously after that, the advisor would have some kind of action plan. Salesperson would have an action plan of what they're going to do differently as a result of the field visit or the coaching. Great method, extremely time consuming. So let's just take a look at how AI can change all that for you. Well, there's a new way, of course, and let's do that in black over here in a different color. The new way, this new way of doing it. It's up to you. It does work, and I can give experience, some examples of how this works as well. First of all, what you do is you get the advisor to do their normal thing with their client, but you record it. Obviously, you need permission to do that. You audio record it or video record it, whatever you want to do. Now, once you've audio recorded it, you then transcribe it, and there's plenty of software that will do that for you. I use my little Claude device now that does that very quickly. Now, once, of course, you've transcribed it and you've got this massive transcription of what went on, now you can have some fun with AI. So let's get the AI up and running. So let's get our laptop opened up, shall we? So there's your laptop. Let's put the keyboard in there for you. And what you want to do here is create an AI agent. Now, don't just use general AI, GPT, and those things, because it's public. You don't want to go there. This is confidential stuff, remember, because you've got your client information here. So you want to create your own agent using Copilot or one of the AI engines. And then you need to feed the agent. You just train it. So let's get a pen here for you. So you need to train that agent before you do anything else. That takes a bit of time. Now, how do you train the agent? Well, you feed it with knowledge and information. You feed it with the sales process, you feed it with the checklist that you're using, you feed it with the compliance requirements, you feed it with the sales playbook, you know, all the skills and competencies that you need to see being represented by a good advisor or salesperson in your world. So feed it lots of PDFs, just make sure that the AI knows exactly what's good and what's not so good as a salesperson doing the job. And they will very quickly get it. And they can obviously use the internet and their own intelligence to work it through. And then what you do is you feed or you input the transcription into the agent, and you ask it to give you some feedback, some AI feedback of what was good and what could be developed from the advisor. And you'll be amazed by what you'll get. You'll get a report, which you can obviously use or print out. The report you can either use yourself verbally to give the feedback to the advisor, if you still want to keep the humans thing going on there, or you can give the report to the advisor themselves, which has all the positives and the development areas. And the funny thing about this is that the advisors and the old grizzled ones will always kick back and push back at any of your feedback. If it's coming from AI, they believe it and they want it to work. They actually take it and use it because no human's judging them. And that's important. That's psychology. You see, you're judging this advisor. AI is not, it's not real, is it? So if they're judging, they're not. They're giving you a report back on the information they've been given. So many advisors will take this as read and use it, but you can give the feedback if you want to. But you'll be amazed by what you'll get from that and how much time it will save you when it comes to giving coaching and field visits as well. So that's Paul Archer, 5-minute impact, how AI can be used in coaching.